guys, thanks for coming back and seeing me again. I really appreciate all that. And this is going to be a holiday dewy foundation look. I hope you can tell that I've added some, what is this called, illuminizing moisture tint to my face, and I've added some highlight above my cheekbones and on my cupid's brow and along my nose. And if you guys want to find out how I did this, stay tuned. Alright guys, so I've already put on my Clean and Clear Dual Action Moisturizer. It's oil free. It's like this. Put that on. And now we're going to go ahead and take this. I can't pronounce it. It's in the color Pearl, and all it is a luminizing moisture tint. We're just going to apply a small amount of this at first. We're going to put a dot about that size right there all over our face. Hold on just a second. I can't see my face. Just dot this all over first. And then rub it in. It's got a tiny bit of coverage, but not a lot. Okay, that's just to start out. And now I'm going to use my Avon Perfect Wear Extra Lasting Liquid Foundation with 15 SPF in the color Cream. I'm going to put 3 like medium-sized dots on my fingers, and then I'm going to put another dot of this on my fingers, and I'm going to mix it together with my foundation. Okay, so now I'm going to dot this on my face. This foundation is like full coverage, and I have too much, so I probably would only use 2 dots of my foundation and 1 dot of the tint. This foundation is definitely a full coverage, and I would only wear this for going out in parties, places that I know I'm going to be taking pictures and that sort of thing. Alright, I'm just going to get this kind of smeared into my face, distributed evenly, and I'm going to take a sponge like this, and I'm just going to dab it all over. Sorry if I'm looking past the camera, my mirror is directly behind the camera. Get in the corners. I like using the sponge better than a brush because it soaks up a lot of the extra product and it gets into the corners and crevices a lot better. Just be very gentle around your eyes. You know, I'm using is just patting motions. You want to set it into your face. But it'll set into your face, but it won't make it settle into your fine lines. Okay, now I'm going to use the end of the sponge and work it into my hairline. Can you guys tell I dyed my hair? It's darker, and I got rid of the highlights. It has like a red undertone. I am gonna kind of smear it in just a little bit now. Just make sure everything's good and blended. Definitely blend down your neck so you don't have any lines or anything. Okay, that looks good. And blend it out. I'm gonna take the edge and I'm gonna run it over my brow so I don't have extra clumps of foundation and stuff all settled to my brows. Okay, and now I'm going to take my Hard Candy concealer palette, and it looks like this. I'm going to use this color right here, and it's a yellow. So I'm going to get that on my finger and then let that set for just a second to warm up. And I'm going to pat this on my under eye circle because the yellow helps to cancel out the blue and the purple of under your eye. Use a sponge to blend it in again. Okay, And the same with the other eye. Let that sit on my finger just for a second, just to warm up. Pat that all around. Alright, and now I'm going to take the green right here in the corner. I'm going to put this around my nose because my nose and the corners tend to be a little red. And you don't want to blend this in too much, just blend in the lines. Because if you blend it in too much, it's pointless to put it over the color. And if you want, from here you can use like the colored parts to cover up any blemishes and stuff, but I'm okay with what I have. I'm not real picky. I'm going to take my Hard Candy Glamouflage Concealer in, I don't know if there's a color, Light. This is very thick, so I'm going to put a pea-sized dot on my finger and smear it around. The reason I use so much is because I smear around on my hand so I can get it warmed up. And I'm going to take the teensiest amount of my moisturizer, the teeniest amount, if you can even see. I just put barely any, and I'm going to mix those together. They don't mix too well, you got to really work at it. But this is just to thin it out because this concealer is very, very thick, but it works so well. Like, I have my tattoo right here, you see it? Look at that. Half my heart on my tattoo is gone. Like, it even says on the packaging that it covers up tattoos. It's a heavy duty concealer. So I'm going to put one dot on each of my eyes. Yeah, so much just for one dot, right? But it really covers it. I just have to do that because I like to smear it around and get it really warmed up. And put some on the top of your eye just to cover up any veins that are up there. And we're going to use our sponge and work this down too, just so you don't look like a reverse like raccoon eye. Wipe some of that color off. Okay, next eye. Okay, so there's a good sheen to your face, and so we don't ruin that, all we're going to do is set it with a translucent powder very, very lightly, and I'm using my Maybelline Mineral Powder Finishing Veil in translucent, of course, and I'm going to use my e.l.f. Kabuki brush, my face Kabuki, and I'm going to get about this much, you can see it, about that much in the lid. And I'm going to swirl my Kabuki in the lid. And then tap off all the excess. And I'm going to apply this to my face. Try to avoid right under your eyes. That can get cakey. Okay, so that is all the powder I'm going to apply because you don't want it to mattify your face. You just want it to help soak up some of the oil and whatnot on your face. Feels very, very wet on my forehead. Okay, so that is the foundation, And now I'm going to show you how I would do my blush. I'm not going to use a bronzer. Well, I'm kind of going to use a bronzer. I'm going to use it as a highlight though. First I'm going to go ahead and apply my bronzer. This is from my Too Faced Summer to Go Fairy Edition palette. And it's this color right here. It's a matte pink. A matte medium hot pink. It's a darker pink, but it's kind of like a hot pink. I'm going to take that and get just a little bit of color on the end of my brush, if you can see that, and then I'm going to dip it in the bronzer right here. It's just a medium tan bronzer with a bunch of shimmer. I'm going to smile to find the apples of my cheeks, and I'm going to go on the bottoms of the apples. Smile, and then on the bottom. And then work my way up. So it's just going to add just a tiny bit of color. And I'm going to get a little bit more of the blush. And I'm going to do the same on the other side with the blush and then the bronzer. And then a little bit more of the blush. Alright, and now I'm going to take my Dream Matte Mousse by Maybelline in Peach Satin. Looks like this. Can't really see it. It's just a peachy pink with some shimmer, and I'm going to get barely any of that on my finger. I'm going to smile again and dot it up my cheek. And then blend it in. Just add a little bit more color to your face and to give it some more shine. And dot it up my cheek. And blend it in. Okay. That's the blush part. Now I'm going to highlight with my NARS, what is this called? My NARS Triple in South Beach. It's for eyes, lips, face. It's like a pinky bronze with some shimmer in it. I'm going to get barely, just, you can even see that's on my finger. I just rolled my finger around it a couple times like this. And it's going to go on the top of your cheekbones right in this area. I'm just going to pat that on. And then blend it out. And do the same to the other side. Just swirl your finger around it a few times. And then pat that on the top of your cheekbones right here. And then blend it in with your opposite finger. Okay. So now we're actually going to take this and put it at the very tops of our Cupid's bow like that. Just to get a little shine. And wipe some of it off. And take just a very, very, very tiny bit and run it down the top of your nose. And right here, just a little bit. Alright, so this is my Dewy Holiday Foundation look. Hope you guys enjoy this, and be on the lookout for some more makeup tutorials for the holiday season. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.